So Andy, 2-0 against Harrogate Town and a clean sheet. What was your take on the match?
I thought it was a very poor first half, but that said, we was into that wind, and that wind kind of reminded me of many games we've had here where we've had to be tight and not give nothing away in that wind, and battle through the half, which we did, with not a lot of quality, but we huffed and puffed and we kept battling and defence stood strong, and then second half, we looked more of a goal threat, I felt, and we looked a little bit more prettier on the eye. Credit to Harrogate, they've had a good start and they come here and they've done exactly what I would have done, slowed it down at times and frustrated us, which they did really well. But when you've got the sort of set pieces we've got and the delivery and the quality and the desire in our team, you just know that sooner or later one of those is going to drop, and luckily enough 2 of them dropped. And
what was that message to the players at half time?
I can't say that. I think the truth of it is that you're not giving a good account of yourself. I understand the wind. I understand it's a scrappy game, and sometimes in any form of football, whether it's Sunday morning, whether it's any form of football, you have to earn the right, and you can't always get it down and play, and you have to scrap, and you have to hook things on, particularly into the wind, and you have to keep doing the dogged stuff. And we did that. We did that actually. When it reflects quite well. We just lacked a little bit of quality at times, but credit to lads winning 0-0, and then I just felt that if they could go out there and express themselves a little bit more and be a little bit more quality, a little bit more belief, I felt we would get the breakthrough.
And the introduction of Ben Thompson and Ben Krauhaus, a real breath of fresh air, and certainly impacted the game, didn't they?
Well, I think that's the beauty of the squad that I've got. I can change anyone. Change the front 2, change the middle 2, change the back 2, 3. I can change the goalie. I've really, for the first time in my time here, I've really got anyone that I can change. And what's really good about the group is there's no sort of sulking. They know that I'm freshening up. I'm just rolling the dice, and there'll be days that don't come off. I'm quite aware of that. But we know that as a group, if it's not quite right, we're going to have to roll the dice and just freshen up somewhere and do something different. And now I've got the armory to do that, which is great.
And another substitute, Nicky Kabamba. We talked about him before, but he's in great form so far.
Nicky's great, Nicky Kabamba. What can I say about him? Forget football. As a human being around the place, trains hard every day, works hard, never moans, and is ready for when he comes on to take his chance again. And he's done it again for us, and I'm delighted for Nick. I've said it many times. He's been a real good signing for us.
And Omar Shomi was hungry for a goal today from the set pieces that we saw, but what about that delivery from Mitch Pinnock for the
that's what Mitch Pinnock's been brought to the club to do, put that quality on set pieces and quality in wide areas. And when you've got Mitch Pinnock, you've got Carl Cameron who won the header when the keeper made a save, you've got Byron Webster going in, you've got Deji when he plays, you've got Cheeky, you've got a team of giants. You put that ball in the right area, it's tough to defend. And that's, whether people say that's what we play for, that's what we do, I'm not really bothered. It's about putting the ball in the back of the net, and we did that.
And now attention's turned to Tuesday, and something a bit different. Crystal Palace coming back here, this time in the Virtue Trophy, and an exciting gaming prospect.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a game we're going to take really serious. It's a competition I'm going to take seriously. I want to win everything. And I want to keep this momentum going. We've got some nice momentum going through the place at the moment. So it's important we keep that momentum going, and equally it's important that the team that I pick on Tuesday does themselves proud and gets minutes and plays well and gets us a result.
Andy, thank you for your time.
Thank you.